Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. How's everybody doing? Sunday, what is it? January 4th? What day is it out here, right? Like, is everybody going back to work tomorrow? Do the kids go back to school? When do we get back to normal? All right. Good to see everybody. I'm dumb. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Michael said the NFL was NFLing yesterday. What was going on with those games? They were both about as fun as a Denzel. Well, let me tell you, man. And it's good to see everybody. Yeah, I feel you. I'd like to welcome in all the brand new viewers to Drive the Line. It's been a very wonderful week for you. Let me show you what 1 in 4 looks like. That's right. I've lost you money like 3 days in a row. So, yeah, welcome in to all the new folks. Really came in a great time. I really wish I was doing better for you. But, yeah, I mean, look, it is what it is. All right, we got Bryce Young. It was brutal, dude. It absolutely is, man. Yeah, it was. But all we could do, just keep moving forward, man, because it's tough. Brian, lots of crappy games today. We have to be careful. Oh, my goodness. We're going to talk about all of that. All right, how to approach today, no doubt. It's so good to see everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. So, yeah, let's jump into it for sure. Big Zach said, good morning, everybody. Zach, good morning, my friend. So good to see you. Deb, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Hope you are doing fantastic. Lambo, the NFL wanted all eyes on Saints Falcons today. Those refs for something. My gosh. Okay, real quick. So, that was, if anybody watched the Panthers and the Buccaneers game, that was the most oddly officiated NFL game I've ever seen. It felt like constantly, like that one swing pass of the, like, if you know what I'm talking about, it was a swing pass that was thrown backwards, ended up blowing it dead. Then they said that it went out of bounds. Like, absolutely nuts. Hawk said, how about them Hawks holding the high power Santa Clara 49ers to 3 points? Get the shot in there. And you know what? Seahawks fan deserved it. What a game. What a season, man. Just unbelievable. Soldier said, prayers up to Matty B's mama. Yeah, absolutely. Matty boy. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Tell your mama we're all thinking about her. Yeah. Jared said, good morning, AB and crew. Good morning, bro. So good to see you. All right, let's jump into it because we have a ton to get to because it's NFL week. What is it? 18. It is what it is. But I'll tell you what it is. Well, that was just horrible English. Pickett, fantastic folks over there, just like Zach Phelps. If you're going to use Pickett, use promo code Zach Phelps, ZACKPHELPS. Sign up and cash in. Join now. Good folks over at Pickett. Great folk over there with Zach. Yeah, check it out, man. So there we go. All right, let's jump into today. Let's get to the picks because, my goodness, yeah, we need to talk about it. All right, let's go. Yeah, Capite said, hey, let's cash out and try not to let's cash out and try not to crash out. Let's go, Steelers. Let's go. Let's go indeed. All right. Bears, we're going to talk about all these games, all right, and all the scenarios and all that. Don't worry. Bears money line, Bengals money line, minus 105. God, I don't know what's more dangerous today, betting money lines or betting totals. Which one scares you? All right, Bears money line, Bengals money line. I want those two to win today, minus 105. I want Jared Goff of the Lions to throw an intercept. Well, I don't want, but Jared Goff to throw a pick, minus 105. Cameron Ward, quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, to throw an interception, minus 120. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of picks on here. It's the last week of the season. And we're going to go through all the quarterbacks that are playing today and all the quarterbacks that are not playing today. Addison said, Nwosu hit. Oh, my goodness. Absolutely. Jude, just great job. Yeah, but whoever gave out Nwosu sack for $1 million bonus was a great call. That's why I love this crew. And that's why I say, man, like, and look, even on days where I've gone 1 and 4, 1 and 3, like, dude, that's why I love coming in here because y'all are just absolutely crushing it. We do this together. All of us. That's why I say every single day we have a good day. Dude, it's all of us together. So Yeah, great job there. And Addison's got some more. I'm going to show you in a second. All right, so Cam Ward, Titans, throw an interception, minus 120. Raiders, plus 4.5, minus 115. And Aaron Rodgers, 1+ interception at plus 110. Scotty said hit the like button. Yeah, that would help a ton. If you're watching on your phone, just grab the screen, pull it down, hit like, pop back up. I swear I won't ask you for anything else. We just live in YouTube's world, so we have to do it. All right, yeah, Aaron Rodgers, that's for tonight. And we're going to talk about all that. We'll be live tonight as well, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. So Bears money line, Bengals money line, Jared Goff, Lions interception, Cam Ward, Titans interception, Raiders plus 4.5. Yeah. And then the Aaron Rodgers tonight interception at plus 110. Okay. Now, like I said, we've got a lot of kind of items going on here. It's the last week of the NFL regular season. So what we have, well, actually, hold on. I've got an AB3 for you. I forgot. All right. What do we think about this? Texans money line against the Colts. Bills money line against the Jets. Bears money line against the Lions. Plus 121. Now, I understand that 3 legs on NFL Week 18 for only plus 121 is a vibe, and usually not a good one, right? Today is what it is. Yeah. So this is the best I could put together. Let me know. You guys might have a better one than me. But yeah, Texans money line, Bills money line, Bears money line. Addison, Myles Garrett sack. Excuse me. Myles Garrett sack is probably a good parlay leg. Yo, every time Cam Ward has been checked to throw a pick, he has it, and A-Rod 8 hasn't thrown a pick. I know, right? I know. I'm going off of it today. Last week of the year, and obviously the Steelers are going to be going heavy. Now, we ain't say anything negative against them, and that's a great stat by Cap Heights. I think they're going for it. Well, I'm not going for an interception, but I think they're just going to be chucking. But, yeah, this is good info, though, Cap Heights, and I appreciate you big time, big time. All right, Yo, AB, every time Cam Ward has been projected to throw a pick, he hasn't, and A-Rod hasn't thrown a pick in the last 5 games. Excellent stat right there. R. Lynch, Chiefs Raiders over 36.5 reasoning. Raiders need to lay down to get the first in the draft, and Chiefs need to feed some offensive players. Neither team does not give a crap. Exactly. Yeah, and we're going to talk about it. Like, I'm on the Raiders plus 4.5 because, yeah, like they've got to lay down, but it's really weird in the NFL doing that. Yeah. That's a great, like, Lynch, I'm telling you, I love this crew. Y'all pick me up all the time. Addison, the Jets haven't had it. I've never seen that. Has a team ever gone the year without 1 interception? Liddy, AB, did you bet the Nwosu sack prop for yesterday? Yep, absolutely. All right, now, okay, so that's the AB3. Now, let's talk about, let me pull this full screen. Okay, let's talk about what we have in the NFL today. So this is the playoff picture. Now, you notice there's not a 4 on each side. That is because we are playing today. Playing for the AFC North, and we're playing for the NFC. Well, the NFC South actually played yesterday, but we're going off the Falcons and Saints game, oddly enough. Okay? But the teams are locked in, all of these, right? But seeding is still not locked in. So we went through, you'll see it right here. This is the playoff picture. These are the teams that are in the hunt. Again, what you need to know is that we're playing for the AFC North tonight. All right, there's no Monday Night Football either. Wenzel, morning, y'all. Morning, Wenzel. Good to see you, buddy. All right, so there's no Monday Night. Like, this is it. Today is the last day of the regular season. Okay? No Monday Night Football. So we're playing for the AFC North, playing for the NFC South. Now, also what we have, sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Addison, okay, in the Discord and in life, absolutely crushes it for everybody. Addison put together nice little list here, okay? You want to play on some NFL incentives today? Here you go. Jets, Nick Folk, $500,000 on the line. Von Miller, a sack. $1 million on the line. Henry, over 4.5 receptions. There you go. $250,000 on the line. Although Brown, $750,000 on the line. And $1 million on the line. Anytime touchdown gets him $750K. 2 touchdowns gets him $1 million. Okay. Now, Addison, I cannot thank you enough for putting this together and the entire crew. All right. But Addison, great freaking job. So, if you're somebody saying, hey, man, today's the most risky day in the entire NFL season, it is. I just want to bet on things like if you just want to bet on props that make people money, heavy incentive to do so, here you go. All right. Pollard here for the Titans. Anytime touchdown, 2 touchdowns gets him $200,000. Deebo Samuel. Anytime touchdown, 2 touchdowns gets him $250,000. All right. Ron Armstead there of the Jaguars. Sack. 2 sacks gets him $1 million. Okay. So there are more incentives out there. And let me tell you, if you're ever going to bet on a week for this is it. This is it. So you look at Von Miller needing a sack for $1 million. Hey, let me tell you, anybody that's been in any locker room at any level, everyone knows what's on the line. This will show you if they like that person in the locker room or not, right? If other people are like, hey, man, I want to give Von Miller that $1 million. Or they're like, hey, man, he can get on his own. That's what that is. So when you see this list, like we're going to check this tomorrow and we're going to do like a hit or didn't hit. Zach says, tonight is the last chance to get a diamond or to get a gem this season. Don't miss your chance tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Absolutely. Right here at Driving the Line. Break down Sunday Night Football, Steelers and the Ravens. Massive game. Addison, again, thank you so much for that. All right. Now, I'm going to show you the quarterbacks real quick, and then we'll talk about all these games. But it's important that we do so. Titans and the Jaguars, you're normal. Trevor Lawrence, Cam Ward. Colts and the Texans, C.J. Stroud, Riley Leonard from Notre Dame. You remember Riley Leonard last year? He's getting the start in Indianapolis today. Now, this is showing odds for interceptions. I'm not saying play an interception on all these guys. I'm just showing you who's playing quarterback today, right? But if there were ever a day, remember, it's the last game of the year. This is the last game of some people's careers. You get green lights if you're a veteran quarterback. All right. Browns and the Bengals, it's normal. Burrow, Shedeur Sanders. Saints and the Falcons, it's normal. Kirk Cousins, Tyler Shuck. Dolphins, Patriots, Drake May going for the MVP, mind you. And Quinn Ewers looked good last week. Commanders and the Eagles. Okay. So Commanders are starting Josh Johnson. The Eagles are starting Tanner McKee. Okay. So we're going to walk through all these games, but you're going to see some weird spreads. Again, like I said, it's week 18. You've got all kinds of starting players at all positions that might not be playing today. Chargers and the Broncos, Bo Nix and Trey Lance. That's right. No Justin Herbert. Trey Lance at quarterback for the Chargers. Lions and Bears, it's normal. Caleb Williams and Jared Goff. There you go. So that's your quarterback breakdown today. Now, here are the games. And I put green check marks next to the games that have like something on the line. Cap Heights, A-Rod gets $500,000 if we win tonight. He will get paid. There we go. Hey, this is such a big game. I can't wait for this one. Jigsy, AB, can you please touch on the potential seeding thing for the Jags and the Texans? Absolutely. So, pull this back up real quick. All right, Texans here at the 5 seed, all right, being the wild card of the AFC South. They are 11-5, Jaguars 12-4. So, Jaguars, handle your business today. Pretty much it against Tennessee. Now, look, there are going to be teams like the Jaguars, like the Texans. Texans playing the Colts, right? They're playing in-division games. Yeah. GC, I think the Texans realize that the Jags will beat the Titans, so why would they worry about trying versus the Colts? I mean, I guess they will, but it's a very weird spot. Jinxie, agreed. Japan, late to the party. Hey, party just started now, bro. Good to see you, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing, Liddy. Like, I know that this is tough to see right here. Let me put full screen, right? So you've got the Broncos sitting 13-3. You've got the Patriots, 13-3, Jaguars 12-4, Texans 11-5. So again, what you need today is essentially, right? The Texans need the Jaguars to lose and the Texans win. All right. And if the Jaguars want to move up, well, they need Patriots to lose, Broncos to lose. So you have all this in the air. And that's what makes today so freaking difficult. And I'll show you in just a second on the schedule, right? But you've got division games, which are already, teams that know each other. But yeah, you have the seeding gear. So you've got a lot on the line. And I'll explain it more in full kind of as we go. So the Saints and the Falcons, okay? So this game doesn't matter for either of these two teams, all right? But it matters for the NFC South. So what do the Bucs need? The Falcons to win? That was a big win for the Bucs yesterday and a brutal loss for Carolina. So there you go. This game means something, but the weird thing is it doesn't mean anything to these two teams. They don't care. So Falcons a 3.5-point favorite, total of 43.5. You've got both starting quarterbacks. Saints have been playing good ball. Falcons have been playing good ball. That's a low total. But again, be careful there. All right, Browns and the Bengals. So Bengals a 7.5-point favorite at home, total of 45.5. All right, Myles Garrett sack. Yeah, be paying attention to that. Other than that, I don't know if I think the Browns kind of had their big end of the season win last week against Pittsburgh. Now, I'm not saying that Cleveland's not going to show up. I'm not. That defense is coming. Myles Garrett is coming, right? And Shedeur, besides last week and what it was, he's played great. So I think that Burrow and the Bengals are going to go out and just absolutely score 1 billion points. Honestly, I really do. I think that, I don't think the Browns are going to care, right? I think they got it out last week. Yeah. So I've got the Bengals in a money line here. I would not be betting a ton of spreads, or maybe if you've got a good look at it, right? Michael, great day for player prop unders, in my opinion. I agree with you, man. Yeah. Moral of the story is teams need to handle their own business. First and foremost, control what they can control. First step. Wenzel excellently said. And that's exactly it. Packers and the Vikings. Yeah. You're not. There's nothing that the Packers can do. But there's a lot that the Vikings can. Yep, Lynch. I'm going against all the odds here, but I'm laddering Justin Jefferson receiving up to 110 yards. You know what? I agree. I mean, look, the Vikings are 10.5-point favorites, total of 37.5. I agree with this. You're going to get some teams where today doesn't mean anything, on the scoreboard, but it does on the field. I think the Vikings are one of those teams. Yeah, and Duff says, Packers sitting defenders, I heard Jefferson ladder might be the move for real. Yep, agreed. Because the Packers can't move. There's nothing that they can do, right? So let me go back to this real quick. So look at the bottom right. Packers, the 7th. And I know that the text is small. I apologize. Packers are 9-6-1. All right. Rams 11-5. So there's really nothing for Green Bay today. There's just nothing there. Josh Allen will a half only watch. He just wants to streak. Be careful. Yep, that's also the thing. Michael, also Green Bay DBs and Mirror are close to they appear. So give me JJ Ricardo. Yeah, that's true too. Now, yeah. So the Packers, there's just nowhere for them to go. So you're gonna have games like that, and you're gonna have teams like that. Again, I never want to be that show where you're like, bro, you said be careful 38 trillion times. I know. Who wants to do that? Also went 1-4 yesterday. It might be time to fade me. If I have a bad day today, for real, all All right, if I have a bad day today, we're going into fade mode, and that's fine because, look, it's sports betting. Streaks are going to happen. I'm surprised we haven't had a losing streak out here in a while, actually. But if we have to go into fading myself, trust me, I will be the first one to fade myself, and I'll show you how to do that. But let's hope that we don't have a bad day. We don't have to worry about that. So there we go. There we go. Talk to you. Well, you know what? I'll go ahead and eat it. Come on, give me some pep talk here.
Alan, everybody on the team's got to be accountable. That's what losers do. So get together.
Hey, Spurrier, appreciate that. All right, let me get the picks up here real quick. I know we had a bunch of people come in, and then let's keep going through the games. So Bears money line, Bengals money line minus 105. Jared Goff, 1+ interception minus 105. Cam Ward, 1+ interception of the Titans minus 120. Raiders plus 4.5. That's right, the Raiders minus 115. And Aaron Rodgers, 1 interception at plus 110. If you're looking for a money line parlay today, a little AB3 action, here you go. Proceed with caution. But no, Texans against the Colts. They need to handle their business. Bills against the Jets. I think they handle their business. And then the Bears and the Lions. We're going to talk about this one. This one's, well, it's priced risky or riskily. God, I can't speak. But there you go. Plus 120. C-Dub said AB. What's up, C-Dub? Good to see you, bro. Mario, hey, we'll never fade our boy AB. Mario, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all, no doubt. All right. Okay. So let's keep going through these games. Now, Cowboys and the Giants. Okay. If you look on your books, you might not see any Cowboys props right now. And you might not see that for a couple teams, the Raiders included. So do your due diligence, right? All the way leading up to kickoff. Whale said, morning crew, do small things with great love. Absolutely, man. Whale, good to see you. And I swear, I love that you say that, man. Please keep bringing that. Matt, yeah, best game today is Falcons and the Saints. It might be, for real. All right, so Cowboys and the Giants, man. Cowboys are 3.5-point favorites, total of 49.5. It's in New York. 49.5, total of 36 degrees outdoors. Like, not that that's freezing, but I don't know, man. The total's pretty high. All right, Titans and the Jaguars. Jaguars at home, a 13.5-point favorite. Total of 47.5. Yeah, Jinxie. So Texans have already clinched the wild card spot. I think they know the seed. Yeah. So if the Jaguars win at home against the Titans, they win the division. It seems like that's probably going to happen. Right? I'd say, yo, AB, we'll catch a fade before we fade your picks, my guy. Hey, Cap Heights, I'm telling you. Much love, man. No doubt. Catch a fade. That's right. Hey, we ain't getting whooped out here. No doubt. Cap Heights, man. Dude, you're the best. All right. So the division's on the line here. That's what you have. Jaguars are, 13.5-point favorites. Now, with the Titans, here's the deal. The Titans aren't a good football team, but they're playing better as of the last 3 weeks or so. Now, Johnny Boy asks, will the Jags rest players, AB? You know what? I don't know. I don't think so. Like, they need to win this game, right? Like, just a good – maybe. It depends. But my thought process on this game is that Tennessee – is going to score some points. Not a lot, but they're dangerous to get 14-17, right? So what I'm getting at is how many did the Jaguars score today? Okay, because he got a total of 47.5. And understand, okay, yesterday, real quick, sorry. Remember yesterday when we were talking about that these are early playoff games, talking about the 2 games from yesterday, and to pay attention. And did you notice how quickly points died in those games? I'm not saying today is a playoff preview. It's not. Yesterday was much more of a playoff preview style, right? But watch, when you have games with like 2 teams that are kind of playing at it, and I'm not saying the Jaguars and Colts are that, but just be careful, man. Those points died yesterday. I was worried about that, and they did. Yeah, all right. So Titans and the Jaguars, again, I think the Titans are going to come out and play. They want to put a nice bow to the end of the year. The owner, Amy Adams Strunk, my former boss. Does she even look at mascot people as employees? Anyways, she sent out a message to the fans. So the fact that you're getting that already, I think you'll at least get the Titans to come out and play. But the Jaguars are going to handle their business. So, I mean, all that, I'm not saying bet anything on the Titans, but 13.5 is a lot of points. All right, Colts and the Texans. Riley Leonard, starting quarterback for the Colts. All right, you remember him from Notre Dame? Good kid, right? Texans are 10.5-point favorites, total 39.5. Now, the question was asked in the chat, how much will the Texans care about this game? And that's a good question because, yeah, they need Jacksonville to lose. And which, I mean, it's the NFL. Anything can flip and happen, right? But, yeah. Now, these games are being played at the same time today, too. So there's no watching, right? Of, oh, hey, this team won. All right, we're not going to play anybody. They just got to go. But you got the best defense in the league with the Texans. And Riley Leonard, as much as I love him, like, that defense is elite legit. So, yeah. Let's see, Jared. I said, that's terrible. Awful English. Jared, unders are a big hit in week 18 in the games that don't matter or a lot of players sitting. AB, great call. Jared, great call. Yeah, Jinxie, Riley for a pick, no doubt. And I love the kid, but yeah, your first start in the NFL against the best defense in the league, yeah. It's probably going to happen. They're probably going to run the ball a lot as well. That's another thing, too. Real quick. I know I keep saying real quick, but there's so many football scenarios. All right, unders are a big hit in week 18 in the games that don't matter or a lot of players sitting AB. All right, so again, great point. Number 2, you're going to see teams, all right, that are 3-13 or whatever. Even just all these teams that aren't making the playoffs, like if they don't have something big on the line, they'll run the football to run the clock and get out of there because both coaches and both teams are like, just nobody get hurt. Who can, like, just let's just get out of here. You'll see that. So I guarantee you in some of these games today where you have just nothing on the line, second half points, because you're going to get a lot of second string guys come in. You're going to get third string guys. It's the last game of the year. Like, not that they do that, like jamboree junior high move in the NFL, but they do. People want to play. You know what I mean? And some coaches, this might be their last game. So pay attention to that too. This is betting on everything that like is not on the field. It's the 1 week of the year that we do this. So it's a weird day. Jets and the Bills. All right. I mean, the Bills are there, right? Patriots already won the division. Yeah. So I don't know how much you're going to get out of, the Bills starting lineup. That's another thing. If you're betting player props, especially quarterback props, yeah, just be careful. Bibbo, 3 picks. Ravens at Steelers, 30% parlay boost. Ravens money line, Steelers plus 7.5. Alternate under 48.5 plus 390. Dude, I like that, man. All right, let me start that. We need to talk about that tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, right here on Driving the Line. Now, Lions and the Bears. Okay. Bears, what do you have? Seeding on the line? Let's take a look at the NFC. No. Well, the Bears have protecting that 2 spot. They're not going to get the 1. Seahawks have that wrapped up. But the Bears do need to go out and win because the Eagles are right there. Yeah. So the Bears need to go out and do this. Bears a 3.5-point favorite, total of 50.5. Okay, so what you have in this game, the Lions, I mean, they're obviously eliminated. But, man, the head coach of the Bears is the former offensive coordinator of the Lions. And there's pride factor there. I guarantee that. But here's a problem for Detroit. There's pride there too. I mean, not only are the Bears, playing for the keep the 2 seed, but the players know. Let me tell you this: the players know that this is a game not only for them to get the 2 seed, this is a game for their coach. Last game of the year, look at you. Won the division, right? 2 seed. Dude, it's such an unbelievable accomplishment. And the last game of the year, and not that Ben Johnson has negative feelings on the Lions. He doesn't. That's not what I'm saying. But this is a personal one. They won't say it out loud because you just don't talk about things like that. But I guarantee the players, they all know. They're adults. They know. This one means something to the coach. And look what the coach has done this year. And I say all that to say I really think that the Bears reward him with that. Yeah. So we're on the Bears money line. Now, I said all that, and you don't see me out here. Yeah, Bears minus 10, right? Again, the spread's 3.5. It was a terrible analogy, but I think that the Bears get after it today. I think it's going to mean something to their coach. So I want to roll with the Bears and the Bengals on the money line. Chargers and the Broncos. All right, so again, let's go back to our quarterbacks here. What do we have in this game? Bo Nix and Trey Lance. Okay. And again, look, Bibba, within the division, all bets are off. Yeah. Now, here's the other part. Boogie, yeah, good point. Good motivation or revenge for the Lions, putting up 50 on them earlier. No doubt. And that's another thing too, man. Like we were talking about, the pride game. Oh my goodness. Lions players know as well. Dan Campbell could use this. Not that it means anything for their season this year, but yeah, that's what makes it even more difficult is when you have division games. Like it's like fighting your brother. Japan, Trey Lance, rush ladder. Yeah, I agree with that. So Bo Nix, Trey Lance here. Broncos, 14-point favorites. Okay, let's go back to our playoff seeding here. They are the 1 seed. Win, finish it up, be good to go, right? So that's what the Broncos have in front of them today. You're going to get the full – and you know what? Denver needs to come out and have a good game. I think you get the Denver Broncos, even though I know they're 14-point favorites. They need to come out and just have a clean, a coach's game, right? An efficient practice, so to say. I'm not calling the game practice. I'm not doing that. But, yeah, just let's go out and look crisp, boys. Let's get ready for this start to the playoffs. You know what I mean? Chiefs and the Raiders. Chiefs, 4.5-point favorites on the road. Total of 36.5. Okay. So we have no playoff seedings or any of that in this game. What we do have, though, the Raiders have the number 1 pick in the draft. If they lose today, now they'll be checking out the Giants from earlier, 3-13, Titans 3-13, Raiders 2-14. Yeah, this is an interesting game. Lynch writes, Chiefs fan here. I don't think the Raiders will Raider today. I think they know what's on the line for the number 1 pick of the draft and how many picks they could get if they don't want the QB. No doubt. And now let me throw this into it because, again, Lynch, excellent point. Spot on. Now, here's the other part of this, and we appreciate that very much. Thanks for the insight, right? When you talk about teams getting like the number 1 pick in the draft, yeah, Michael, man, there are so many storylines, angles, and possibilities today. Yeah, it's like wrestling. It's like the WWE today. It's so wild. It's like betting preseason. Hard to bet last week of the NFL, maybe some field goal props. Absolutely. And I'll get the incentives list back up here in just a second. But what I want to say about this, okay? And again, I used to work in the NFL. I'm not talking about on the football side, on the business and entertainment side. But I can tell you this, okay? When you have the Raiders playing for the number 1 pick in the draft, you know who doesn't care about that? The players at all. Do you know why? Because the NFL draft is their replacement. They don't care about the draft. The quarterback cares about the draft because he knows he's right. Well, I don't know on this team. Who knows what's going to happen after the year? But for the most part, players, they don't watch the draft. They don't like the draft. That's their replacement. And everybody's celebrating the person that's going to take their job, right? So I'm betting the Raiders plus 4.5 today because as much is on the line. At home, watch out for the Raiders because the coaches can't go out here and just like coach a dog game. I don't know. I'm going with the Raiders plus 4.5. Now, if you are not trying to play a risky play, stay away from this one, right? Like you've got other options. But players dictate on the field, baby, and they don't care about the draft. That said, though, that's an important one. Yeah, Lynch is so right, though. There's so much on the line. Hawk, if Pete Carroll knows he's losing his job tomorrow, he will do everything to win today. If he's coming back, he'll hold the company line and bag it. That's a great look. Excellent call. You'll be able to understand all of that in the first quarter of this game. Great look. Hawk, appreciate that. And Hawk, obviously knowing Pete Carroll. Cardinals and the Rams. There's nothing on the line here. Okay, let's go back to our playoff picture. The Rams can't jump the 49ers, and the Packers can't jump the Rams. So the Rams are your 6th seed. Okay. Now, here's the other question. You wanted another storyline for today. We've got the NFL MVP race on the line, and it's down to 2 people. Matthew Stafford below for the Rams and Drake May of the Patriots. So, Cardinals and the Rams. The Rams are 13.5-point favorites. Total of 47.5. You're going to get Matthew Stafford. Yeah. Oh, the Rams can be the 5. All right. Apologies. The Rams can be the 5. Well, then there you go, even more. That's right. Yeah. Apologies. I kept assuming that the 49ers won because I kept thinking of that. They would have home field advantage through the Super Bowl. Apologies. You are correct. So the Rams, yeah. They're going for it. There you go. So you're going to get full Rams today. Now, we don't have any incentives there. Okay. So Matthew Stafford for the MVP against the Cardinals. I would assume that that Sean McVay will try to get him every stat he can. First touchdown might be a run. And then everything else for Stafford, right? And the passing title, too. Yeah. If you want to bet on 2 quarterbacks throwing today, Matthew Stafford and Drake May. I don't know how long they'll be in the game. But you don't take him out if they're for MVP, right? So if you want to bet, the Rams have every reason to go. Dolphins and the Patriots. So look to the other side here. Patriots, 12.5-point favorites. Total of 45.5. So you have Quinn Ewers starting quarterback for the Dolphins. Drake May, Patriots. Now, again, Patriots. Let's go. That 1 seed on the line. So the Rams and the Patriots, if you are looking for player props or you're looking for teams, Rams and the Patriots might be in those modes where quarterback's going off today. So Drake May, Matthew Stafford props might be there. Liddy said, no way Stafford gets the MVP. Drake May's a lock. We're going to find out today. Well, we're not find out today, but you know what I mean. Drake May's had such a heck of a season, man. All right, Commanders and the Eagles. So let's go back. Who do we have? Tanner McKee at quarterback for the Eagles. Josh Johnson at quarterback for the Commanders. Again, Eagles currently sitting in the 3 seed, 11-5. There you go. The Bears lose today. Eagles win. 2 seed, right? So you have incentive there for the Eagles, but they're also sitting their quarterback, right? So that is what it is. And that's it. That's what we have. That's NFL Week 18. Yeah, Addison said, Eagles resting starters, run, Debo, run. Yeah, no doubt. Let me get the incentive list back up here. And Addison, again, I appreciate that. There we go. All right, so Nick Folk, Jets, field goal, or over 1.5 field goals, $500,000 on the line. Von Miller, Commanders, okay, sack, $1 million on the line. A million. Henry, the Patriots, over 4.5 receptions, $250,000 on the line. Hollywood Brown, Chiefs, 2 touchdowns, $1 million. 1 touchdown, $750,000. And we running those consecutive. Pollard of the Titans, anytime touchdown, or he needs 2 touchdowns to get $200,000. Debo Samuel, 2 touchdowns, $250,000. And Armstead of the Jaguars, 2 sacks, $1 million. I want one of those stipulations on the line for today. How do we get that in life? Kirk, AB, Dyson Daniels, again, a great name. Dyson Daniels autoplay over 11.5 rebounds and assists. Boom. You're right. Let me star that, write it down too. Sorry. Thank you, my friend. Kirk, you absolutely keep smoking it. Proud of you, man. And we all say thank you. All right, let me get the picks back up here and we'll bounce out of here because I know that NFL is going to start. We got folks got to get ready for church, all that. It did hit again yesterday, Kirk. I'm telling you, man, you're smoking these NBA props. Love it. We all do. All right, Bears money line, Bengals money line, -105. Jared Goff, Lions, interception, -105. Cam Ward, Titans, 1 interception or more, -120. Raiders +4.5. That's right. Yeah, be careful if you don't want that. Yeah, I understand. Matty boy, why do I find myself wanting In-N-Out during every detail show? I know, dude. Hey, I want to go to In-N-Out now too. Double for life. Let's go. Jared, 40 special AB. Jacoby Myers, 40+. Luther Burden, 40+. Cortland Sutton, 40+ receiving yards. That's for all 3. +149. Beautiful, man. Jared, thank you. All right, Raiders +4.5. And Aaron Rodgers tonight of the Steelers, 1+ interception, +110. Also, if you're trying to get down on a little money line parlay today, Texans money line, Bills money line, Bears money line, +120. Okay. All right, we'll get out of here. Everybody, have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. It feels like this has been a vacation for like 9 weeks of weird work schedules and school and all that. So we get back to normal tomorrow. However, we have NFL Sunday today, Week 18, and we have NFL Sunday Night Football tonight. So we'll be live 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central right here on Driving the Line. But until then, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Jeff said, thanks, AB. Jeff, thank you. And thank all of you in the crew so much. Cannot thank you all enough. Really do appreciate you. And all the new folks, really do appreciate you too. And so glad to have you. Thankful for you. All right. We'll be live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Till then, everybody, best of luck. Cash these tickets. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody.